Hey, hey, welcome to another edition of No Plays All Sports Talk. I am your fabulous host, yours truly, Ms. Ballin D. Got to say good evening. Welcome to the better half of No Plays All Sports Talk. My co-host, Mr. Chicago's finest, Mr. Kev Ray. What's up, Kev?
Ballin, how the heck are you?
Fantastic, brother, man. How you doing?
Oh, I can't complain. You get caught up in the rain?
Didn't get caught up in the rain. Kind of feel like a little new edition-ish right now. Mm-hmm. Can you stand? But it's not raining outside.
I thought you was feeling Usher a little bit.
Just a little bit, man. You know, Usher is in town doing his residency over at Park MGM. His My Way tour is officially back here in Las Vegas. And some say, you know, I may be making my way to go check out Usher. My Way.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Really? Really? I had no clue.
You got some tickets?
No. I wouldn't have no tickets to Usher even if somebody gave them to me. I'd have gave them to somebody.
Oh, give them to me. Pass them my way. Today is National Chicken Finger Day. Have you had your chicken fingers for the day?
Not
yet.
Not at all.
Well, there was a competition on the Las Vegas Strip, and shouts out to the winner. His name was Joey. He ate 44
Joey Chestnut?
chicken fingers.
The hot dog man?
Not the hot dog man.
That's Joey Chestnut.
Yeah, no, not him. He
Well,
ate
another
44
Joey is eating
chicken
food?
fingers and won the competition. Yeah.
How many?
44.
And how long?
I'm not sure how many the time frame that it was, but can you
I
imagine?
think I
just
could have did
stuffing-
that, though.
Really?
Cane's?
Raising Cane's chicken fingers. He ate 44 of
It
them.
was
and he
Raising
wasn't capped.
Cane's?
Yes.
Oh, I think I could.
You could have did that, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
Speaking of Raising Cane's, there's also a new Raising Cane's that just opened on the Las Vegas Strip. Open till 3:30 in the morning on the Las Vegas Strip now. I'm
I
like,
like that.
okay, yeah.
I like that.
Usually they're open around 12 midnight anyway, so, you know, late
Yeah.
night on the Strip, go to Cane's.
I just don't know about eating that late. You eat that, then
You
go
gotta
to
soak
bed.
up the alcohol, brother.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you're out that
That's like
late
White
anyway,
Castle.
most likely you've
Yeah,
been
pretty
having
much.
some adult juice.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Got to get right into it, man. We got a lot to talk about in the world of sports. We got some great guests that's going to be joining us live on the stream. We are here, No Plays Off Sports Talk, episode 96.
Ooh.
We are officially, Kev, 4 episodes away from our milestone storm
Yeah.
of 100, our
Wow.
celebration. Can you imagine what's
Yeah.
going to happen on episode 100?
I don't know. But is football going to be started yet? Yeah, I think so.
Football training camp has officially started.
Yeah, I think
You think it will officially be there? It's 4 weeks
Mhm.
from now.
it's 4 weeks from now, except we'll be into what's this now?
This is just the end of July.
No,
I'm
it
not
won't-
sure
it
we'll be
won't
there
started.
just yet.
No, it won't be started.
Yeah.
College might be coming up.
Preseason. Yeah, we'll be on preseason.
Oh, preseason
Preseason
don't
don't count.
No. That's not even real football. That's
Yeah,
they
not
should
so
let-
much.
That's another thing. They should let all fans in free for preseason.
Ah,
You shouldn't charge for that crap.
maybe we need to talk to somebody to make that happen.
Oh, yeah.
You know, the Raiders, they have the highest tickets in the league. So they're not giving away anything for
They
free.
made the most revenue last year. You
they
see that?
made all the money.
Wow.
That beautiful stadium they have over there at Allegiant.
Yeah, but SoFi is beautiful, if that's a word, more beautiful.
Fans are paying for it as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Episode 96, we're here. We appreciate you all for joining us each and every Wednesday, 6 p.m. right here on the Guerilla Cross Network. We give you the best of the latest topics that's happening in the world of sports, the best interviews, the best giveaways, just an hour, 60 minutes. We give it to you right here each and every Wednesday. We ask that you please download the free Guerilla Cross app. You can follow us 24 hours a day at Guerilla Cross. It is absolutely free, 99. You can follow us and take us everywhere on your Apple phone. If you're an Android user, you can do it there as well. If you want to follow us on our social media platforms, we invite you to do that as well. Stay connected with us on all our social media platforms, Facebook and Instagram at No Plays All Sports Talk, and of course on Twitter at Plays_off. You can also follow my personal page on Twitter as well at Miss Ballin D. Tweet me, I'll tweet you back, follow, and I'll follow you back.
I'm big shouts out to Crystal Lynn.
Hey,
First one on there.
Crystal, that's family.
Kimberly Ray and
Hey,
Amber,
Chris.
both on there. So
That's what's up. We appreciate you all for tuning in each and every Wednesday. Of course, if you want to join the conversation, you want to join the show, you have some questions for our guests, you want to give us some feedback, you can definitely do that as well. 702-608-3259. Of course, if you want to be a sponsor of the show, we are still looking for you as well. You can send us an email to noplaysallsportstalk@gmail.com.
like that.
You see, I'm representing my jersey. We're going to talk about that a little
I'm
later.
representing too.
You are. I like the swag,
Can you
brother. I like the swag,
Look, Kirk, you see that
I
little Kirk,
appreciate
Kirk?
you, brother. I appreciate you. So getting right into it, man, we got some guests that's going to be joining us on the show. Who
We always have the best guests.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Of course, homegrown. Of course, I'm always down to support those
home
who,
team, yeah.
who are part of the home squad here in Las Vegas, right here in our backyard, is doing some great things in the community and doing some great things in life. And these two guests that we're going to join us on the show, they use their athletic abilities to overcome adversity, one football step or one football play at a time. So we're going to welcome to No Plays All Sports Talk, episode 59, Mr. Eddie Heckert Jr. and Mr. David Hill. Good evening to you, fellas. Thanks for joining us on the show. Technology.
Get in where you fit in, baby.
Unmute your mics. Unmute. There we go. We're not trying to steal your plays. You're going to unmute us. How you doing, fellas?
Doing good.
Good. You can hear us okay?
Yep.
That's what's up. So thank you for taking the time to join us on the show. Of course,
Thank you.
Short notice for UD. So I appreciate you for making time in your schedule out in Atlanta, Georgia to join us here on the live feed. So we appreciate you all for giving us a little minute of your time tonight to highlight some success that you all are currently having when it comes to the world of sports, football in particular.
Yes, indeed. Thank you. Thank you.
This eye of mine is just twitching. What's
Uh-oh.
the old myth about a twitching eye?
I don't
Jesus.
know, but an itching hand gets some money.
Jeez.
So twitching that might get you some money too.
Well, the lottery is up. No
Ooh,
one's won.
$1 billion.
Yeah, we'll talk about that as well. So we're going to jump right into it, of course. Eddie, we'll start with you first. I see you representing your Kappa League, huh? Okay, I see you. I'm not even mad. So, of course, born and raised right here in Las Vegas. You attended locally a Las Vegas school, and now you're doing some big things in the big sky. Talk about your journey here. Where'd you attend high school locally?
Desert Pines High School.
DP.
On the East Vegas. Yeah.
DP. So I didn't get a chance to. You guys didn't know that you both were going to be on at the same time. Both of you have some backgrounds with DP, which of course is Desert Pines. Do you guys kind of know each other or kind of far apart? Is there any relation in the background of it at all?
That's my brother. I coached him.
Wow, that's dope. So I didn't have any idea that the connection was there. Of
That's
course,
pretty cool.
When I sent them the information, they responded on the text like, "That's dope, little bro." I had no idea that there was a relationship there. So that's pretty cool. Full circle moment. Yeah. So what year did you graduate, Eddie?
2017.
2017. And D, what year did you come out from Desert Pines as well?
2007.
Okay, a little bit older.
10 years.
So you were Eddie's actual coach when he was at Desert Pines.
Yep.
Wow, that has to be a full circle moment for you, and to see him now doing some great things in the big sky over at Weber State.
Oh, absolutely. He's amazing. He's unique. He's great. Always been a difference maker on the football field, off the football field. Type of kid. If your son turned out to be like him, then you got some good.
Absolutely. So Eddie, just talk about what drove you to choose Weber State. What was your journey like when it came to saying, I'm going to take my football talents to Weber State up in the big sky?
Well, it wasn't. I ain't have much of a choice. It was more of a Hill and my head coach at Desert Pines, Tico. They got me that one opportunity with a scholarship. I had to take it.
Mm-hmm.
So Weber State was actually your only offer?
Yeah, that was my only offer.
Wow. I want to ask Coach Hill, do you think that should have been the case for him when he was coming out? Do you think he should have gotten some more offers in regards to his talents?
Well, you know what? He was like, with football, it's so different because the way that you develop, sometimes people develop a little bit later in life.
Right.
That's why you see like the thing about like a lot of players getting held back a year because just that extra year of development, it just takes you to the next level. Eddie was always a dog. He had a big heart, but that next year, he just took the next step and he capitalized. He's always a baller, but just the stage, he took full advantage of it. He worked hard. He did everything that he needed to capitalize on the opportunity.
So the holdback thing.
So you think it's good sometimes for some people to redshirt?
Oh, absolutely.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, a lot of coaches do. Yeah.
So Eddie, are you currently into your sophomore season over at Weber State?
Junior.
Okay, junior season. Wow,
Yeah.
I saw you had your big media day a couple days ago, and they got you as the face of Weber State over there. How does that kind of make you feel?
I mean, I'm grateful that I'm in this position now
Mm.
because I didn't come to Weber State being the face or being like highly recruited. Like, so I mean, I feel like my hard work paying off now,
Mhm.
and it's like it's right in front of me. My dreams, like my goals. I'm one of the leaders on the team, so they respect me, and it's turning out good as far as where I'm gonna be in the next few years.
So you play the defensive side of the ball, is that right?
Yeah,
So
play
what are some
corner.
corners? Kev, I meant to send you the video of, man, some of these hits that this man put on some of those players, and I was at the camera looking like, ouch. Oh, that's another one. Ouch, ouch.
Mhm.
What are some
Mhm.
things that you've done over the years, and from your freshman year to your sophomore year to now entering your junior year, to trying to strengthen your game? As you said, you didn't come in as a face of Weber State, maybe someone who wasn't, like you said, wasn't highly recruited, really didn't know who you were. What are some things that you develop in your game personally to try to get you to the next level, to now that you are the face of Weber State?
Well, first, like where it started was I just wasn't like I got my friend group that we all been together since high school, and my big brother Tim, he went to UNLV and University of Arizona. He really drove me because he was like the best corner I known. I never thought about playing corner before I got to college. Even in high school, I played safety, but just getting the just being in my friend group, not being the best, like it was. I had Tony Fields that plays for the Cleveland Browns now.
Yes.
He was a big time college player, had a shot at the NFL. I mean, Isaiah, like just coming from DP, I was never the best player, but that always drove me. I didn't look at it as a bad thing. It was driving me to become the best player and like surrounding myself with those people that were better than me. And then once I got to college, I had a great example in front of me. One of the cornerbacks for the Bills, his name is Taron Johnson. He was a senior in my freshman year. I got to see what actually um, a good role model is like, greatness in college as far as um, practicing hard, doing things right on and off the field. And he reminded me of Tim a lot as far as the football go, but I wasn't with Tim every day, like while he was in college, because I was in school. I was with this dude every day, and now he going on his fifth year in the league, a top nickel in the league. So I think what drove me through from my freshman year to my junior year now is just being around people, seeing how like I'm not the best, and it's always room for
Mm.
improvement, and that's where I'm at now. And I don't feel like the best now, so I'm still working, and I don't ever want to get comfortable. So that's where I'm at with it now. I'm just still not comfortable, still working. Like I'm still trying to get a scholarship. Like now, the league is the scholarship I'm working for.
Mm.
Yeah, that's
Mm.
what's up. It's funny that you say you realize, coming in, that you realized you weren't the best player. We had a previous guest on the show as well that said that was one of his struggles. He was saying that, he realized when he came in, he for coming from high school, he was the man. He went from high school, went to junior college, and he was the man. When he got to the big leagues, he realized, oh, there's some people that's better than me, and he kind of struggled with that. So for you to acknowledge that early on, I think that's a good quality. That should be some motivation for you to work even harder, of course.
Yeah, I mean, I always look at it as a good thing because they like I'm looking at people that I kind of want to be like, but like I'm not trying to be like nobody but myself. But I'm looking at people like, okay, I could use that as a spot I need to get to, and then I got to keep going. Like, and then I just take the next person, for example. Like, I feel like everybody should kind of take that approach because if you just go in feeling like you the best, I mean, I don't think they turn out to be the people they want to be.
Mm.
And got like somebody that's gonna keep pushing you, and like right now in my position, like what I am struggling with at my school is I'm looked at as one of the best corners and one of the best players on the team. So I feel like it's not nobody pushing me, and I'm not looking up. So I feel myself getting comfortable, like in the off
Mm.
season stuff, not working out how I used to. So then I had to talk with one of my other teammates, and I told him I need like you to push me, like challenge me and stuff like that, because at a like the praise I get, I like it, but it's
Get you
to a point
comfortable.
disrespectful.
Yeah.
Like it's disrespectful to me because I feel like with me trying to get to the NFL, if my coach is like always telling me good job, and everybody around me like I'm superior to them, I just feel like I'm gonna slow down a little bit, and I ain't gonna take that step. And that's why I'm telling my coaches like
Be on me.
be me like I'm a freshman,
Yeah.
and telling my teammates like push me, like don't ain't no friends with me, treat me because I'm holding them accountable, and
Of
I see
course.
what that, and I'm really like the captain on our team, like so it's like that's why I'm more of an introverted captain. I don't like to speak out because I want to make sure I'm doing everything right. But
Yes.
yeah, I don't want to mess up and then just told this dude not to mess up. But that's one thing I'm getting better at, like just knowing that they still gonna respect me even if I mess up. But yeah, I'm like I got the lead that's in front of me, and that's where I'm trying to get.
Of
So
course. Holding yourself accountable, man. That's huge, and a lot of people find themselves struggling, and sometimes taking a back seat to that. And it's good, like you said. No, don't praise me. Make me work. Don't give. I tell my nephew, man, we don't take no plays off around here. Of course, as no plays off sports talk. So that's good that you hold yourself accountable to know, like push me. Sometimes we all need that little extra push, and the fact that you acknowledge and you want that shows that you got some dog in you. You got a little fight in you. I'm gonna come to Coach D, man, and just talk about the success that overall Desert Pines have had on the football field. Of course, we talk about Tony Fields and his success to the NFL that he's had, but you've been there, of course, 10 years that you were there previously, Coach D. Just what do you think sets Desert Pines football programs apart, that you guys can build the dogs that you guys create over at Desert Pines?
It's kind of like, we feel like it's us against the world. The city, we in the poorest school in the city. We don't got all the resources. It's different from the other places that's in the suburbs and the private schools and things like that. Our kids are coming to practice. They may miss a meal. They don't got the family support that everybody has. So, and we feed off of that. You know what I mean? We tell these kids, you coming for an opportunity, a better opportunity, and you can be the first person in your family to create that, that success story, that legacy of going to college, getting a degree, and, changing your family dynamics. And our kids, they come with that being the goal in mind. That's why we send so many kids to college, because that is the goal, and they competing against each other, and they working hard, i.e. we got an Eddie Heckert, who's a great person, who's working his tail off, because the circle, that he's in, and these dudes are challenging each other, they bagging on each other, and it's like, you get the Desert Pines, and we don't got 70 people on the team. A lot of these programs got 70 kids. We got 30, 40 kids, but the 30 kids that we got are real life dogs that got it out the mud, that they don't got nothing to lose. They, they have a dog eat mentality, and so when we go against these people, we thrive. You know what I mean? We get better, because a lot of people don't have the expectations that some of these other kids are being put on ourselves. So we just get to go out there and play football at a high level, and it's been paying a lot of dividends. I think we got, in the 10 years that I was there, I think we had 46 Division I football players.
Impressive. Kudos to the staff over at DP, man. That's what's up, man. And we talk about your story, D, for people who, don't know your backstory. You didn't always have the silver platter, of course. You came from the mud right here in the streets of Las Vegas, and you talk about you didn't know where that next meal came from. Your mother had you at a very young age, and your testimony is one that, if you stick with it, you make the plan, you will achieve whatever you set your goal to. You want to talk about, the adversity that you had to overcome in your childhood, as losing your father before you even knew who he was, your mom having you as a young age, and struggling, in college and trying to get that meal and trying to get that rent paid, and just talk about that experience and what that was like for you to help you grow up.
For me, it was hard, you know what I mean? And so I had to grow up a lot earlier than I wanted to. And my mom, she told me when I was 6 years old, like, if you want to go to college, you got to get a scholarship or something because we don't got money. And for some reason, it just resonated with me. It just stuck with me. You know, most of the time, if you tell a 6-year-old that, they don't know what that means.
Right.
But for me, it just really stuck, like that she had that confidence. And she always talked to me like, my mom was only 14 years older than me. So it was like a big brother. It was like sister and brother relationship versus a mom and dad, because she was learning at the same time she was raising me. So, and you know, to top it off, I had 3 other siblings. So by the time my mom was 21, she had 4 kids.
Wow.
So it wasn't just easier. It wasn't easy for her, and she didn't know, you know, a lot of things that she was dealing with. She didn't know. She was like, you know, just trying. It was just me and her. What she had said, just like, all I got is me and my kids. And so with me, she was just trying to allow me to be a strong man that one day could provide and be a leader for my brothers. And, you know, she always taught me to stick close to them, and you want to set the example. So she rode me hard, and, you know, you'll get good grades. You're going to talk proper. I know you want to play in the NFL one day, but what is your backup plan? So she was just giving me so much game and knowledge, and it just stuck with me. The things that she would say to me, it just was like, hey, like, you know what I mean? We would have like real conversations at a young age, and it just helped me with my work ethic. And I wanted to make her proud because I got a daughter who's 1 year old, and if she got pregnant at 14, I'm pretty sure I would make her get an abortion. That's probably what I would do. So for her not to abort me and do that, I always wanted to just pay her back and just show her that I was so thankful. And, you know, look what came out of the sacrifice that you made.
Mm-hmm.
So that was kind of like my biggest thing. And then when like Eddie, you know, I was always the underdog. I was never the best at anything that I did, but my work ethic allowed me to succeed. Even when people that were smarter than me, faster than me, stronger than me, or whatever, I was able to outperform them because I didn't get lazy. I would sneak workouts in. I didn't want to tell people I was working out. I just kind of just kept it to myself. Like, my friends would be playing around and doing different things, but I just always found a way to just get, you know, the results that I wanted. You know, whether it was working out at 5 a.m. or working out at late at night, or, you know, sneaking some extra stuff to allow me to just get that much ahead of the people that, you know, my peers. And that was what I was always competing with. I understood that it was a world out there that was, you know, with so many people, and I wasn't just competing with the people in Vegas. I was competing with a whole world. And that's just always been my, you know, my mentality. And I put that on my players, and I tell them all the time, I'm just always vocal and transparent and doing what I wanted somebody to do for me. That's what I wanted. Like, I wanted a role model. I wanted a mentor. I wanted somebody that believed in me and told me that I could be great. So when I got my chance to be around these kids, it wasn't telling them to, you know, go shoot somebody or rob somebody or, you know, to be tough. It was like, nah, go get an education.
Mm-hmm.
Don't trick yourself out of success. You know what I mean? Go, you don't got to be tough. You don't got to be prideful. Just figure out a way to do the things in the world that allow you to be able to take care of your family one day, that people can praise you, versus, you know, all the stuff that we get caught up in. You know, in the African American society, we get so caught up in respect and pride and getting money, and I got these many girls, and, you know, I'm from this gang and all that stuff. But that stuff don't matter at the end of the day if you're not making your family proud. I just want something that lasts, you know, a lot longer than when I leave this earth.
Hey, that's dope, Dave.
That's tough.
Look, check it out, man. The odds for you to make it, where you are today,
absolutely,
with a mother that was 14 years old,
yeah,
dude, that's dope, dude. I'm proud of you.
Absolutely.
And I could tell, and with Eddie, I could see what rubbed off on him through you, and it's easy because I've been around sports for so long. I've been around so many athletes. I could see this where some just gave up in life. And you kept it moving, man. So I'm proud of that, man.
Absolutely.
Somebody don't even know you. First time I ever met you, correct?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So that's some good stuff, man. That's what these kids need to hear, dude.
Oh, yeah. So, Eddie, just talking about the mentor part, how influential and was Coach Hill in, you know, your development on the football field, trying to, you know, give you the right tools to help you be successful? And even now, as you know, he now is officially the coach at the University of Georgia. Congratulations, though. But to know that you can he's a phone call away, that I'm sure he can still mentor you and give you some tips and tools. How influential to your success was Coach Hill to you?
He was very influential. Just even I call him for advice probably less than probably 2 months ago, I just called him for some advice or whatever. And I think it's just because, yeah, he was my coach, but it was like a big brother too. Like, it's like you could talk to your big brother better than you could talk to your dad. You feel me? Like, it's just more comfortable. So I always felt comfortable with him. He treat us like little brothers, but then when it's on the field, it's like, that's why some people kind of got carried away uh, on the field sometimes, trying to play with him like he was still brother, but he was coach at that point. But yeah, it was a big bro. Like, that's what it was. I got big brothers, but I ain't never lived with them. I don't know them. So like, being that, like, him and Tim, like, they was like my first two big brothers. Like, I got big cousins and stuff, but these people I was around every day. Tim took me in. I know I can ask Hill for anything. Me and Hill live on two opposite sides of the town. I know if I need a ride after practice, because going to DP, we don't live around there. Like, if I need a ride after practice, if Hill can't get me, he gonna find me one, like that type. Like, and he the big brother that's gonna be like, hey, you taking him home? Like, that's what it is. Like that's.
Yeah.
Like, from the beginning, I mean, going into my senior year, I felt like I used to be a Hill classroom. Like, I could see him. He going through list of college coaches, just calling them, like, to give me a scholarship. And me being undersized, like, I always felt like I was a good football player and good enough to get a scholarship, because I feel like I could play anywhere in the country. But it was, I mean, I know size play into it, and it's all a lot of different stuff. But I was in his office while he was actually trying, so it was always respect. And then when I got the one opportunity, I mean, that's all I needed, and I could be where I need to be.
Taking full advantage of it.
So Mr. Eddie, someone on our page, Harvey Perry, he said he loved your maturity and your growth. So keep it up, buddy. There's people watching you.
Thank you.
So, Eddie, what are some goals you want to set for us for this season? Of course, playing for Weber State in the Big Sky, and what are some goals you want to set for yourself that you can add to your team's success? That you want the overall goal that I'm sure is to win a conference championship. How you gonna help your team get there?
Well, I'm gonna continue doing what I've been doing.
Laying people out.
Yeah, just my job as a corner is to not get scored on and not give up the deep pass. That's what I go into every game, like, because the deep plays get you beat. I mean, the big plays get you beat in football, and just touchdowns. So it's like that. Them be my two specific goals every game. But then it's always just to find a way to make a play. I remember in high school, I keep mentioning them, but Tim, every time he had come to the game, like, yeah, I ain't gave up a pass, but he like, man, make a play. Like, that's what it's about. Like, so like, that's what I try to do. Like, it got to a point where I was getting respect from offensive coordinators on different teams. And I'm like, dang, like, that's good. But then during the game, like, I'm not getting no passes thrown at me. And I'm like, this ain't fun. Like, my freshman year, I had a lot of interceptions, and I'm getting passes thrown at me, and like, that's what I like. But then I start having to make plays by, like, stripping the ball or, like, going to get a sack, doing different stuff, tackle for losses and stuff like that. But, like, so my goals for this season, like, being that I'm trying to come out and go to the NFL this year, my first two goals is more of a team goal, is to win, because the NFL not really coming for
they don't want to support the losing team.
Yeah, so it's to win the championship, and then us to win the national championship. And then the second, like, as far as personally, I just want, like, probably All-American. I break some records at my school, something like that. I don't know, like, I'm just trying to.
That's obtainable.
Yeah.
That's obtainable.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
you said you didn't play cornerback. What position did you play before they moved you over there?
I played safety.
Safety.
And it was, like, in high school, like, in safety, I was free safety too. Like, so, like, I was just out
all
there
over the
playing,
field. Okay.
Like, I wasn't really like at corner having to guard people. I was back there just making plays.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
we're gonna go back to Coach Hill, of course. The big announcement a couple weeks ago, you officially, have moved up to the big dogs now. Of course, all your hard work has paid off. You are officially a part of the University of Georgia coaching staff. What has that journey been like for you in the short month or so that you transitioned over there?
It's been a whirlwind. It's been something that like a dream come true because, you start off going from high school. I wasn't even a head coach. I was the assistant head coach, and to become, to get on to become on the Georgia football staff without no, previous college experience and stuff like that. It just made me think about all my hard work, my dedication, who I serve. I'm a big Christian, a big believer, and that's the only person that can open a door that big and let you step into it. It was like for years, when I got out of college at 22, the ultimate goal was eventually to become a college coach, and I tried everything possible to get back in, to be a graduate assistant, and ask people that I played for an opportunity. But once I started getting a lot of players like the Eddies and the Tonys and stuff like that I became the plug. And so when you was a plug, people don't want to see you kind of move up the ladder. They want to keep you
hold you down.
Them, get the kids and stuff like that. So, I would get down in my feelings, and I would feel, because I knew I was good. I knew I could do it. And I had all these relationships with all these coaches, and I seen their work ethic. And I'm like, my work ethic is just as good, if not better. And I got good relationships with the kids. And, it's like a full circle for me because, not only was I a football coach, I was a teacher. I was coaching football. I was these kids, basically parents. So when I'm taking them taking them on recruiting visits and stuff like that, I get to hear all the coaches recruiting pitches from all over the country. Nick Saban, everybody that you can think about, the best of the best. I was able to go to them people and listen to them and, watch how they did it and see these people that are making these hundreds of thousands of dollars. I'm like, I can do that. And I was just wondering when I was going to have my opportunity. And for so long, I just was so focused on that and consumed with it. So then I just had to just give it up to Christ. And, when I stopped worrying about it and start living my life and just start just working and focusing on the things that I had that I could control, he just opened the door that, that I didn't see coming. Georgia, it's literally Georgia. It's the national champions. You go from Desert Pines to the national champions. I couldn't get a job at UNLV, Colorado State. I tried to get jobs everywhere. You would be blown away at the places that I tried to get jobs and asked for. But this job right here came to me, and I didn't even ask for it because the way I carried myself, I was always pure. I wasn't asking these coaches for nothing. I wasn't, telling these coaches bargaining with them. It was all about the kids. It was all about their development. And because I knew that once they got to college, it would change their generation. It would literally change their life if they was able to get a degree like it did mine. My mom told me all the time, if you just work at Walmart, don't get in trouble, that's a success story for us. She would have been fine with that. The expectations for me was just to graduate high school and be fine. Nobody in my family graduated college, so to graduate college and, have 3 degrees and start helping other people get degrees and pouring into them and, taking these kids all over the country. God, he was preparing me for something, and I was ready to walk through that door when the opportunity presented itself. So I've just been so happy because I know I'm ready. It's a lot of learning, but I'm ready for the challenge, and I'm willing to do whatever it takes, just to be an asset to this program and to show Coach Smart that, he made the right decision with allowing me to be on his staff. I tell him all the time, I don't know if he get annoyed or not, but I text him all the time, man, I'm so thankful and grateful because, in the African American community, when somebody tell you they're gonna do something and they actually do it, it just means so much. And I'll tell him bro, I'll run through a wall for you. He don't be understanding. My loyalty for him is through the roof. You can't say nothing bad about Coach Smart in front of me, or it's gonna be a problem. Just because I'm just thankful for this opportunity that he allowed me to embark on.
That's dope, man. I'm almost trying to hold back tears, man, when you get to talking about, when what God has for you, can no man take it away. And, talking about, job that landed in your lap that you wasn't even necessarily looking for. I was having a conversation the other day with my mom about the struggle it is in everything is such a competitive nature in every industry. And, but when God has a journey for you, no one can stop that. And, you could have easily gave up, frustration. We talk about mental health, you could have easily, got into a very dark place and said, you know what, I give up, so many no's, but you stuck it out. And to know and to hear the way that you care about these kids. It's more than X's and O's. It's more than touchdowns and run backs. You care about them. I read a story prior to getting you on the show of how you used to drive these kids to these recruits in your own transportation to get them on their trips. Who does that? That takes a lot. That takes a lot, and everybody's not built like that. But you're special. You're special, man. And to see this moment come full circle for you, in this moment, you've been giving back so much. You've been pouring into so many, and for God to bless you with this, man, I'm getting tears right now because I see your passion for the kids beyond sports. And as Eddie talked about it as well, is you cared about them. No, you get this young man home, that's huge. And a lot of times with athletics becoming a big business, we lose that aspect of it when it comes to sports. But I see it all over you. You built different. And someone who has a nephew who's beginning to, start the whole recruitment process. And, even at this level, coaches coming in his ear about this and that. It's all about who's going to care for me beyond the football field, beyond the basketball field. And that's you know what I mean? And we get so far away from that, and being the African-American community that we in, and you have the players like Eddie who can appreciate that, man. That's dope. I salute your efforts, man, for sure. Absolutely.
Let's lighten it up a little bit.
That's dope.
Hold on. I got to get my girl some.
Tell the kids that you're building a 40-year relationship.
Yeah,
when
man.
These kids at the Desert Pines, just like, I'll take offense if I'm not invited to the baby shower, if I'm not, invited to the birthday party, if we can't go out and eat. Like, these dudes come to my house. Like, the first 3 years, I was $20,000 in debt taking these kids all over the place. And Eddie keeps mentioning Tim. Tim is the first kid I've ever got to college before. So, and when we first started those trips, we were just staying at people's house. Like, we couldn't even afford hotels. We was getting like bread, a case of water, chips, peanut butter and jelly. And I would call random people that I knew for college and be like, hey, I got 6 kids with me. Can we sleep on the floor? And I always split the cost. I didn't have the kids just paying for the trip. I split the cost like amongst them. So it was 5 people. It was including me. We split that right down the way. Some kids may be able to afford it, some kids, and I was like, nah, come on, we're going to figure it out. So the first couple of years, that's what we did. I didn't have no resources. I had nobody believed in me. I was just doing it. But that's what I wanted somebody to do for me. And that's all I always thought about was like, this is what you want somebody to do for you. And if I had boys and, a kid, I would want them to know somebody to pour into my kid this way, because football is cool. And I tell you, we won state championships. I think I got like 5 rings or 4 rings or something like that. 2 in football, 2 in basketball. I never look at those things. I never wear them. Them things sitting in a box. But what I do take pride in is how many kids I've helped get to college, how many people trajectory that I changed, how many people can say that I was a part of that journey, because that's something that they'll always hold on to, and they'll always love me for that. Football, I got so many kids that won the state championship. Some of them don't talk to me, but the ones that I helped get to college just feel like I'm a part of their journey. You know what I mean? Like Eddie told you 2 months ago, he called me, and I can call him and I can be real transparent and be stern and tell him like, now this is how you do it. You carry yourself this way. And I know everybody may be doing this, but you're different. So make sure that you focused on the things that you're trying to do, because a lot of people want to be successful, but they're not willing to put the work in. They're not willing to really, it's more of just words. And like Eddie tore his ACL. He has so many setbacks and so many different things, but he never let any of them things waver. So when you see those type of kids, you give him your all, and whatever he need, he know he can call me and be like, hey, big bro, this da-da-da-da. And I'm gonna be like, oh yeah, absolutely, no problem. Because that's what it's all about, and vice versa. If I need something from him, I can count on him too. You know what I mean? Like, hey, bro, you know what I mean? Whatever it may be, I know he's gonna pull up. Hey, Ed, pull up on me. He pulling up if he in town. Hey, bro, I'm having a going away party. Come through, Ed. He gonna pull up if he there. And so, like, he being modest, but he ain't telling you that when it's all said and done, he will be one of the best decorated football players at Weber State history. He will be going in the Ring of Honor. He's already been All-American. He's already been All-Conference every year that he's been at Weber State. So when he said that he's the captain and all that, he truly earned that. And I'm pretty sure Coach Jay Hill would tell you that he's one of his favorite players all time because he's really a dog. Like, he's really somebody that I admire. I look up to Eddie. And he is the player, but that's me not having such a big ego that a lot of my players I look up to that bust their tail and don't give up and don't get too arrogant and understand the journey that they got, because once he accomplished getting to the NFL, which I believe with all my heart and soul that he will do, it's going to help so many people that he can't even imagine when he tells them his full story and everything that he's had to overcome.
Good.
Wow, man, that's dope.
Somebody on, let's go to the Facebook page. Somebody with a great question, Molly. A great question. Is it a way that now that you're at Georgia, can kind of guide the people over in Las Vegas to do some recruiting?
So the question is, like, can Georgia recruit Las Vegas?
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, Georgia recruits as a
mainly
national brand.
the school you came from, Desert Pine.
So, you know what I mean? We have a tight end that is on the team as well, Darnell Washington. He went to Desert Pines.
Yep,
wow.
Absolutely,
So,
yeah.
And he's an All-American. You know, he's one of the top players, a 5-star, and in his prospective position. And he's going to make it to the NFL this year. And he went to Desert Pines. And yeah, so we recruit. They've offered a lot of our kids, but they recruit the best of the best. So if you're the
right.
best, and it's multiple kids. There's some kids at Gorman that got scholarships to Georgia already. You know, it's just a lot of people just being willing to get out their comfort zone. Mm-hmm. A lot of people stay on the West Coast because that's all they know. Man, he called me. I was on the first team smoking.
That's right. That's right.
And then Harvey came back on and said that this is turning into a tearjerker. This is turning to a tearjerker before the movie come out. So the movie's coming.
Yeah, it's on its way. It's on its way. Real quick though, I do want to go back to Eddie, because this is such a hot conversation right now when we talk about mental health. And Eddie, Coach D mentioned when you tore your ACL. How do you keep your mental health in check in moments where there's games when you feel like, you're not performing at your best? How do you keep your mental health in check, being away from home and, not necessarily having those people to check you all the time? How do you stay up on your mental game?
I just stay positive. Like, that's my biggest thing. You probably rarely catch me mad. You could ask D Hill, any of my homeboys. Like, me walking around mad, all that, I don't know. I just stay positive and just think of the next situation. I mean, my whole life, like, I could have made a lot of excuses, and I feel like that's why our head coach at Weber State recruited me, because when he got on the phone with me before he actually said I had an offer, like, it was about, like, what you've been through, and, like, he was asking me about my family, and, like, you feel me, like, one of the biggest things that he recruited me off of was my dad dying. So it was more like, man, you could have gave up, like, you ain't have to be here. Mm-hmm. Like, and there's a lot of people, parents that left, but, like, it was to the point where I was signing myself up for football when my aunt couldn't take me. Like, you feel me, I ain't never lived with my mama, my real mom, but, like, as far as the mental health side of it, like, I see that's like a big thing today, like a lot of people mental health. And I try to put myself in their shoes, but with me it's just hard, because I just think of like if a situation happened, like, okay, it's gonna make me better. I think about it like that, stay positive, and then it's like, so what? Like, what now? Like, what's next? Like, the world ain't stopping for me or nobody else, so it's like, I could tear my ACL tomorrow. Yeah, I had dreams of going to the league, but now I got another season. You feel me? Like, that's it's right. Like, or now I'm finna get this job. Like, it's like what drive me is money. So it's like I got a lot of different ways of making money. So
I hear you. I hear you.
What's, like, I don't know. Mentally, I'm just always positive. Like, all that negative stuff, all that bad energy, like, I'm not for it. Like, I probably got people that's like that around me, but, like, it don't affect me. I don't want to say I'm like just brag and say I'm different, but it's just
Take that, bro. Take that.
it's
You earn that. Take that. Take
yeah,
that.
but like, no, just that's what I advise everybody to do. Like just stay positive and just like think of the next situation. Like it ain't gonna stop. Like whatever is gonna happen is gonna happen, and it's gonna help
Yeah,
better.
for
Like,
sure. For sure. Some comments from social media. William, of course, Bill Logan says, Lil Cuzzo had to get by many obstacles, but did it, and the family is proud of you. So, man, you on the right track, man. You, as we dig deeper and deeper, and every segment we go into a next conversation, I'm more and more impressed of how you overcame so much. You know, just hearing, you mentioned that you never lived with your real mom and your dad, and I can think of so many individuals who things went wrong, went a different path, man, but you stuck it out and you still sticking it out. And greatness is all around you, man. And I'm going to be following your journey, and salute to Harvey Perry for, making this connection, man. And we had to get you on the show to tell your story because it's an inspiration to so many people, man. So you keep pushing, and us here in Las Vegas, we going to definitely continue to support you.
Most definitely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. D Hill, before we get out of here, though, I got to ask this one question for you, man, because you give so much respect and honor to your mom, man. What was it like when you were able to share this moment with your mother to know kind of a mom, I made it, but more so we made it, and for her to know how proud that I'm sure she was of you. Take us back to that moment when you were able to share with your mom that, you were named, to the Georgia coaching staff.
My mom think I could do whatever. My mom is like, since I graduated college, I remember I got my first degree. She said, "Oh, you should go try to fly planes." I'm like, "Mom, with that degree, you can't fly no planes." She's just always been so just like a nonstop believer that sometimes it comes off of like nonchalant. So when these big things happen, she kind of just at this point expect them. Like she like, "Man, you taking life whole by its neck." And she always tell me like, "I don't know a man that worked harder than you." So she just know the sky's the limit for me. So she was just so happy, and she, ready to come visit and just see everything because she ain't never been to Georgia before. So I just been telling her different things, and she just ready to get down. And she always been proud of me, honestly, because, like for so long, she was trying to figure out like what her purpose was. She was like, always say that to me, like, "I don't know what my purpose is." And I'm like, "Well, you got good kids." And like, I think like maybe like she said this to me 2 times. Like, I remember like when I graduated college, she's like, "My purpose was to have you." And then once, like a month ago, she told me that again, like, "Yeah, I'm convinced that my purpose was to have you." And doing so many great things in the world and affecting so many people's lives. Like, I never imagined that my kid would be the person that would do those things.
Wow.
She more about me to other people versus telling me, like, directly. She just trying to keep me humble and stuff like that. She's like, I'm the mom, and you wouldn't do all this if it wasn't for me. So she's just happy like any other parent would be. And she's just ready to see what happens next, and for me to continue to grow and move up. And she's like asking me if I'm going to stay here forever, and I'm like, man, as long as I'm moving up the coaching staff,
that's right.
Get higher. This is a job that there's no bigger job than Georgia, so it ain't like I'm like, oh, I want to go to the NFL. Well, my head coach make more money than most every NFL coach, so it's like, if you do what you're supposed to do, and I know it's attainable, I can do that one day too. So. Yeah, it's only a matter of time.
Yeah. Hey, Coach, you guys ain't playing Alabama this year?
No, we don't play. We haven't played. I think next year they're back on the schedule.
Yeah.
But I think like it goes off of like
every other year. Like, yeah.
Yeah, so I think next year will be the next time that we play them in conference. But we always play the SEC championship. We played them twice last year.
So I want you. Here's the thing. I don't care about any other game. I just need you to win that game, and I'm gonna be here in front of the TV cheering for you only.
You got one job.
Now check it out. I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna be there on the weekend of November 20th. I already looked up your schedule because I'm gonna be there. Chicago Bears, Atlanta Falcon. But you guys gonna be out of town. You're gonna be playing in. You guys gonna be.
He already got the schedule.
Kentucky, Kentucky that weekend. Yeah. So
that's what's up, man.
I was like, dang, I hope they was playing while I was there that weekend, but you guys won't be there.
Hey, look, but anytime you're ready, man, I got tickets for you. Don't hesitate.
Ballin.
Bet. I bet. Say less. Say less. Man, we appreciate you all for sure. We are extended family now, man, and we wish you nothing but success.
Stuff,
we
look
forward to seeing both of you on the football field. Continue to make strides. Continue to make your family proud. Most importantly, continue to make Las Vegas proud. We are still rooting for you all, and the sky is the limit for you all. Congratulations to both of you on your success.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Great job. Great job. Hey, young fella, you keep it up, man.
Thank you. I will.
All right.
For sure. All right, guys. We'll talk to you soon. We'll be in touch. Have a safe night. Good night.
Blessings.
That's what's up, man. Love it, love it, love it. Dope.
Hey, you know what? We should have
individuals.
got their social media out there because I
it was on there, but we'll get it on.
Okay.
We'll give it out.
We got a couple of minutes, Ballin.
We'll get out real quick. Got a couple of minutes. Got to talk about WNBA. Congratulations going out to our Las Vegas Aces. They won the second annual Commissioners Championship Cup. They beat the Chicago Sky 93-82. I'm sorry, 93-83. Shouts out going out to Kelsey Plum. She won MVP.
No, not my girl.
Of the game. Yeah, your girl Plum came through, man. She had 24 points and she was lights out in the first quarter, man.
I didn't even get a chance to see the game.
Oh, come on, Kev.
Ballin, I'm looking through the TV. I'm looking.
It was on Amazon Prime. I told you that.
I don't have Amazon. I'm not rich, Ballin. I'm poor. Okay, I only could get one.
I could have gave you my password, Kev. Come on,
don't say that
now.
over there.
Oh yeah, they finding people for that now.
Yeah, I had to do what I was gonna do. Kimberly got Netflix. I was like, all right, that's it. We ain't getting nothing else.
You had to choose, huh?
I'm not gonna have a $200 bill every month to watch TV.
I don't blame you, man. That stuff gets expensive.
I mean, I got the MLB. I got to have that.
I don't blame you. I got to make a correction, though. I said Kelsey Plum won the MVP. She didn't win the MVP. She had a game high of 24 points. Kelsey Gray actually was named the MVP. 19 points.
I was following it on the internet.
5 assists and 4 rebounds. So congratulations to her. She got an extra $5,000. Of course, the winning squad, each player got $30,000.
Yeah, I don't get it. Was it for charity? Because what I was reading, it was for charity.
No, they got the $30,000
for their own pockets.
For their own pockets.
Okay.
28,000 went to ACLU Las Vegas on behalf of the Las Vegas Aces. Yeah, so kudos going out to them.
They did a great job.
They did a great job. So
and
congratulations.
Chicago beat them earlier. So.
Yeah, man. But the Aces came out. They were up like 12-0 in the first 5 minutes of the game. So it was a good game. They went back and forth for a while. At a point, I thought they were going to put, Chicago was going to come back, but shouts out to A'ja Wilson, man. She is having an MVP season, of course.
I think so. I think A'ja right now, and when Jose
between her and Plum, man. I give it to A'ja.
But I think Asia's the glue to the whole team.
I give it to A'ja.
Keeping them together.
She's doing it on both ends. The defensive end, she has 6 critical blocks yesterday during the game. A'ja gets it for me.
Yeah, because see, that's what Plum is not doing. She's not making block shots.
And
she getting a couple of steals here and there, but no block. Asia's blocking it at the rim.
Yeah, and sometimes Kelsey Plum turns the ball over a little bit too much.
Yeah. Because she be trying too hard. She be dribbling.
Hopping.
But I like to see her with the ball in her hands.
And speaking of A'ja Wilson, of course, she was named Player of the Week for the 4th time this season. So congratulations going out to A'ja Wilson. Of course, our Aces, they are back on the road Friday versus Indiana. 5 games on the road. They're going to be on the road for the next 13 days. So this could be brutal for our Aces.
Everybody know how much I love Kelsey, right?
We know.
But I got to tell the truth. MVP, A'ja.
MVP for A'ja.
Yeah.
I agree. I agree, man. Liz Cambage, she is out of L.A.
Lazy Clamp. Oh, okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Her numbers have been down. She is upset.
She want a DJ.
The last game that they were here in Las Vegas, the Aces beat the Sparks, and of course she was doing her whining as she does.
Crying like a baby.
Crying like a baby. Yeah. Left her teammates in the locker room saying, I just can't do this anymore. I'm out. And the next day, there was a divorce between Liz Cambage and the Los Angeles Sparks.
So what I don't get, you could just walk away. So what happens? Because she's under contract.
She's under contract. She's played 25 total games for the Sparks. So she signed a 1-year, $170,000 contract. $141,000 is what she's gonna get. That's all she gets of the 170 for the 25 games that she actually played.
And then they threw.
And then that's it.
Okay, cool.
You go your way, I go mine.
Cool, go DJ.
Yeah, I just don't think she has any more love for the game. I think that is kind of gone out the window for her. And, she says she has the mental illness things, and that could be true. But
I think the Aces could have won against Phoenix last year if she'd have did her thing. But go ahead, Bob.
So we wish Liz Cambage the best of luck. I mean, very talented player, and unfortunate to see kind of
I'm with
the
Jose on
talent
that.
go by the wayside.
Don't do the mental thing, the mental health thing if it ain't mental health. I'm with Jose on that. Jose kind of
He did.
He went off.
He did. He went on a tangent. But speaking of mental health, did you get a chance to see the article that I posted on our page about Kelsey Plum and the mental health struggles that she had? When she tore the Achilles and she was injured, and the expectations that she had, and when she was under Coach Bill Lambier, and some things that she kind of struggled with. If you didn't get a chance to check out that article, please visit our No Plays Off Sports Talk page and read that article about Kelsey Plum and her struggle with mental health. And it kind of made sense in regards to how she was playing on the court. Now you understand what she was going through. Yeah. Brittany Griner, of course, her trial continued today. She did testify in court today, and breaking news this afternoon. The U.S. said they have made an offer to Russia in regards to a prison swap, getting Brittany Griner back to U.S. soil.
We didn't know
there were some rumors in regards to that was going to happen. There was no official word on that.
They can't tell everything.
That's true.
I wish they wouldn't have came out and said it now. You can't tell everything.
I agree.
We already knew that if she pleaded guilty, this was going to speed up her trial so we can trade the arms deal.
She had to plead guilty, and she had to plead guilty and be convicted before that could have even happened.
So this is speeding up the trial.
That's kind of step one.
Yeah. So we're going to give them an arms deal, which I don't get because this guy is a bad guy.
He's dangerous.
Yes. But he's taking his tail back to Russia. Don't let him come back over here because there's going to be some armed guys over here that's going to take him out. So stay over in Russia. Look, it's two people that they're trying to get. One's been there for like 4 years.
Yeah, he was serving 16 years for spying.
Yeah.
Like, really?
Yeah, he's been there since 2018, I believe.
Yeah, 2018.
So look, we doing good. Give us those two. You can take this arms dealer back, and y'all can do what y'all want.
Get them back safely. So again, hopefully that all works out, and we can get Brittany back home safely. She did get a chance to speak to some reporters earlier in the week, saying that her conditions are okay. They are treating her fair enough under circumstances. She doesn't have any complaints in regards to the treatment that she's getting.
She don't look like she would probably if she wasn't in there, but she don't look like she's starving.
Yes, she said that for the most part she doesn't have any complaints. She did show a picture of her wife again and said, she's wanted to tell the reporters to make sure they deliver the message to her wife that, but the best of luck on your bar exam.
Yeah.
So kudos going out to Brittany Griner on that, and we continue to send our prayers up. #FreeBG. Sharif O'Neal, he is officially signing with the G League Ignite, who's going to be playing here in Las Vegas. 6 figures he signed with the G League Ignite.
Don't need his daddy no more.
Daddy was upset that he even, was making the leap from LSU to the NBA. He thought he should try to, have another year. I mean, I don't agree with. I agree with Shaq. We're talking about He played 22 minutes, 10 minutes in the debut of the Lakers Summer League game. 4 points, 3 rebounds. But I guess the G League is, supposed to develop you and get you paid. And
yeah, no more. You ain't got to go to class no more. Just go to practice.
Yeah, but nonetheless, I hope it works out for him because his success. I hope it works because of his journey that he's had. Of course, he had the open heart surgery, came back, within a year, and for nothing else, I hope he at least gets a couple years in.
Do you agree with what I put on Facebook? That's successful, right? That's success right there.
Absolutely, it is.
He came back from open heart surgery and is playing basketball.
Already. Yeah. Kyler Murray, of course, he agreed to his contract extension. Kyle Murray.
They pulled up a truckload. They pulled up the armored truck.
$230 million, but there are some stipulations. He has to study. He can't be distracted. No TVs, no internet, no.
He only have to study.
He's a grown man. Of course you got to study.
4 hours a week.
4 hours a week.
So why is that a big deal? I don't get why they make. And how did it get out?
Somebody had to tell.
How did it get out?
Somebody had to tell.
The Arizona Cardinals put it out there, so
of course
it can get him
attention.
Yeah, why? But still, I don't see how it's a big deal. Some players, Ben Roethlisberger said he don't want to be no study.
Yeah. Nonetheless, he got the bag.
2 Super Bowls.
That's what he wanted. He got the bag. So kudos going out to Mr. Murray for that. Got to show some love to Mr. Gary Charles, his Las Vegas Big Time tournament wrapping up here in Las Vegas. Bronny James, Bryce James, everyone. Paul George was over at the Bishop Gorman High School yesterday. The gym was packed So kudos to everyone who has some success in that tournament. Are you inside the locker room tomorrow, Kev Ray?
I am inside the locker room at 1 o'clock p.m. Pacific Standard Time on Rise Radio, the global station.
Again, kudos going out to David Hill and Mr. Eddie Jr. We appreciate you all for joining the show. Please share our live feed. Follow us on our social media platforms. Share our live feed. And remember, go Aces and go Kurt Too Shifty. We love you for absolutely free.
Deuces.
Peace.